Hey guys, Jimmy here, and today we're going to be doing the first remake video, and this is going to be on building Bucky Station, which is my most watched playlist, I guess. So let's get started. Now, what we have loaded up is just a nice redstone ready, and we're just going to take our materials. So we obviously need redstone repeaters, torch, one of them, some buttons, sticky pistons. Is that everything? Don't forget anything. And then you're going to need some rails like that, your powered rails, and you will need a piece of sandstone, if I can remember. It's F5. Nope. Bomb. Right, so what we're going to start with is the button layout this time, because last time I started with where the tracks come out, but most people found that hard to manage. So you're going to have to dig down for this. So you want to figure out where your station wants to be, and this is where your buttons are going to be lined up. So you want to do a 4 high wall, and for now just do it 4 wide, because this pattern repeats itself every 4. So here you're going to want to put, oh no, I did not, I've done 5. You're going to want to put buttons there and torches there, and in between the buttons and the torches you can just have a sign saying where you're going. Now first you're going to want some sandstone there to dig a hole there, put another piece of sandstone like this, and then we are going to want to put repeater, and repeater, just like that, and then dust there, there, like that. And these will want to be there, so you'll want to dig down 2 like this, dig out another one, so you can kind of clip those blocks you can just about see there. It's going to be very hard, and then get 2 there so you can come and access down here. Should look a bit like this. You can do repeater, and then you want to line all those up with dust, and just for the moment just power them, just for the sake of it. Now you can use normal pistons to save materials, and it can be any block here. Not any block. If you're using normal pistons, you want to have a gravity block, so sand or gravel. So I'll use some sand in this case. So we've got this sort of layout. So now when I click this button, this repeater should turn on. When I click that button, that dust should turn on. So it's all going to plan. And in fact, that was wrong. We need repeaters sets along here. Now you just want to do a line like that, and don't worry that they connect. And then dig 1 down, and a line of repeaters. Miss 1 block, and dig 2. And then whatever you choose, just repeater, and then leave a space to it, and then another repeater, and here do the same sort of thing. So now they both have the same amount of tick delays, but they're not on max delay, if that makes sense. So now we've got this sort of set up. Let you have a look at it. Right, then we want to put a load of torches down. So we're going to want there to be a torch line, there to be a torch line, and there to be a torch line. So if we continue these blocks along and put the torches in, just like that. There we go. Oh no, repeater still. Right, there we go. So we've got this sort of thing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to aim at this dust and put blocks along there. Aim at the side of this torch, put blocks along here. And these are all going to just want to be repeaters. Now you're going to want these repeaters on 2 ticks. You can try them on 1, and they usually, well, occasionally work. For me they work on 1, but a lot of people were having trouble. So just put them on 2 and it will work for definite. That's just one of the things of redstone where it's not really sure why anything's happening. So now we just want to fill up this top area and like put a roof on this we've just finished, and then work our way switching between repeater and dust all the way along to maximize or minimize delay, but keep the wires completely separate. So we have something like this. Now we can just fill up those gaps with dust, like this, and you have almost finished the track the way that the thing remembers it. So you just want to put 4 along here. Then this one with the repeater here, you're going to want to build up an extra 2, like that, so it's higher, and obviously the repeater's there as well. So now all these new blocks, you just want to put dust, like that. So got this one, and make sure only these 2 have the extra 1 there. For now, just put repeaters like this, and those will come into play later. Then you want to put a torch there, and a block. Aim at the dust, the top of the dust, and just aim, put block there, put block there. Now if we come around the front, you just need to click a button, and the panel is now being set to the item you've selected. So now if you go and copy this along, all you need to do is literally just copy it like this, for as many stations as you want. So if you want 5 stations, just add in the extra 1, and I'll be back when that's done. Right, and we're back. So now I've done our 15 stations. Now I forgot to say before I just went away, this won't work for more than 15 stations in this exact design. All you'll have to do if you want to make it more than 15 stations is somehow boost this line, which is what I'm looking at just underneath there, so that every single repeater down here gets power when you click any button on the front. So if that makes sense, that will hopefully help. I'll probably be doing a video on how to boost it. The reason for that is the redstone signal can't carry it all the way along, and not every station will be reset. So it will try to take you to 2 different stations, which will obviously screw up the system. So this is our whatever it's called, display panel, and where we select it. These pistons, in case you didn't realise, or I haven't said, these are just they come down when you're leaving the station. So when someone's leaving the station, they come down like that, so nobody can change the station and troll them while they're leaving. The anti-troll device. So yeah, that's how all that stuff works, or what it does basically. But now we've got to get on to the next part. So we're just going to start off by filling the rest of these up with repeaters, like that. Now what we're going to do is cut out 3, cut out 2. So we're going to kind of make this kind of sort of comb shape. That's what I always call it. So like it's the teeth of a comb, or I don't know, like a 20 forked fork, or point fork, or something like that. That might help you to picturize it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put a dust the next block, but 1 step down, so it shouldn't be powered now, even if the repeater's powered, and that's fine. That's supposed to happen. So get those in, and then here you just want to wait. I'll probably use red wool. Red wool. I like using wool. Makes everything clearer. Now I'm not going to need any more buttons, so I'll use some red wool, just like this, and hopefully, or the idea is that when I put that there, neither of these will turn on, but if we put a repeater there, we can pull the output out. There we go, just like that. So now, just remove that block for now. Just want to put repeaters all the way along, and then after these, you just want to aim for the dusts and place a block on top of it, just like that. Perfect. So that's, oh, my bad. There we go. That's all that. Right, so this down here, what we've just done, is for normal pistons. And I'll go through the functions of these later. But we just want to cut. Wait, no, we just want to do that. So when you track selected, you'll fall down this hole I'm digging now. This like little, I don't know, chute. But we'll wire that up. We'll build it even later. So now if I put the pistons in, just aim for the block there, missed one, I missed two. Get that one in and that one in. And why is this one not powered? That's because that is our station we are going to be selected. So now we've got to put in our our sticky pistons, and our sticky pistons want to go there. So if we fill up all these gaps above the red blocks, like this, fill up these all the way along, then we can just aim for those blocks, like that. There we go. Oh, thought I'd done it perfectly there. So as you can see, only half of them are powered, but don't worry about that. The next thing we want to do is on top of these, so facing the base of that piston, you just want to put new pistons like this. Don't worry that none of them will be powered, once again. I just want to get all the pistons down. Well, almost all of them down. Then you want to do this sort of shape, and don't worry if you have no clue what's going on at this point. You don't have to. It's all getting there. So you just want to do that, something like that, and then you want to put a piston on top of every single block here. Am I right? Actually, no. We'll start with putting. Yep. No, that's wrong. My bad. My bad. This is why I should have done it in the correct order. Wait a second. Yep. That's supposed to be there. That's supposed to be there. Good, that's better, that's more like it. Sorry about that. So I think that's the end, something like that. About the end. And you want to have these going all the way to the very end. Just want to fly and just put. Oh no, they're going to the side, aren't they? I'll try standing here. There we go, that seems like it will working. Okay. There we go. Try to keep them going straight up. There we go. Just trim those off. And then you can give all these sticky pistons normal blocks, but not the ones above me. Wait, have I doubled them up there? Here's that I have. Like that. So don't worry that it's not like correct at the moment. Then you want to give all of these bad boys red blocks if I don't drop it on the floor. There we go. Perfect. Just like that. And then the same height as the red blocks. I'll put in some normal blocks. Come on. Gotcha. Like that. And the repeaters all on one tick, just facing into those. Can we leave that? We can leave that for now. So now, as you can see, it's kind of still messed up, and I said we'll deal with this. So this is when we're going to deal with it. Now, when the repeater faces into it, you just want to put dust there. So you can see the repeater goes into that block, so dust, that block, dust. And then every one that's too long, or the dust isn't powering both pistons, you just want to put a repeater in like this. There we go. Like that. So now the only one that should be down, and this should be down here, this should be down, and this should be down, kind of, or off, that would be more accurate, should be the one that's selected, and we can manipulate that by changing the track selector. So now only this one is all off. So that's all going to plan. So you might want to cut out some of this just for later access, and make a nice little access chute, or a ladder or something if you're in survival. So we can put that in. There we go. We'll deal with all that later. So that's perfect. Now, when these pistons shoot out, or you just want to aim for them and kind of make this line, and for the block that's selected, you just want to leave a gap. So we've got this sort of thing. Now you want to put normal rails all the way along here to the very end, like that, and then blocks like this. The last set of pistons now with some sticky pistons like this. There we go. And then you can just close off this, box in this track selector area like that. Perfect. And go to the end, aim for the tracks, put them all up like this. And then finally get some glass, and it has to be a glass block, and just place it like this. There we go. And that's our first part of the tutorial completed. I'm sorry if this has been a long video, but thank you for watching, and goodbye.